Alright, so this is Devil May Cry, and this is going to be hard mode, and it's going to be all collectibles. Now, if you look at the leaderboard, you might notice this isn't a real category. No one runs hard, but pretty soon it is going to be a real category, so this is kind of just the beginnings of the route. I'm sure it can be a lot more optimized than what I have cooked up so far, but for now, I think it's going to be really cool to run this at an event. So this is Devil May Cry. It's an old school hack and slash. Nice spooky vibes, very Resident Evil-ish. We are Dante, the Devil Slayer, and we are running around collecting all the blue orbs, and we will be getting all the extra weapons that we don't normally get in any percents. And also doing all the secret missions. That's what makes it all collectibles. Getting all the things without the extremely strict requirements of the 100% category. So this is mission 1. We're just gonna run up here and get a key. Hi, Devil. I don't know if I should talk to chat during this kind of thing. Waifu normally doesn't, but we're gonna go ahead and farm this puppet for some orbs. So we're gonna try to meet a certain threshold, meet certain ranking criteria, so we can get us what's called a special bonus. What if chat gets lonely? I mean, you always have each other. So we're going to try to get 400 orbs in this mission, and we're going to try to do it damageless. And if we manage to do that, nice rolls, we'll get what's called a special bonus in our final ranking, which is in flat 2,000 bonus to our red orbs, which is our currency for the run. And while not necessary to finish the run, like any good run is going to require like a really solid early game orb route. And I don't actually expect to get the special bonus, if I'm being completely honest. It is very hard to get the special bonus on mission 1. Can't see him. I hate not being able to see him. Okay, that's damageless so far. That's the hard part, to do damageless. I didn't get many orbs during that though. That's a little unfortunate. I might not meet the orb threshold. Okay, let's get out of there. We got some good damage in with the swings, but it's really risky to do it like that. Now, with enemies, you do get more orbs when you kill them stylishly. Which is why, and also, like, if you do more slashes and more hits, then it's more orbs that way too. I think I got it. So that's why I farmed that last enemy there with the extra slashes to get a couple more orbs, and we got it. Nice. Saving is not actually required, it's kind of just a habit. Alright, and we're mission 2. We're going pretty well now. It's really nice to get that first special bonus. Now, this enemy is called a Shadow. We're going to try to critically hit it. Enemies in this game many of them have an insta-kill mechanic, and when you do that, they drop extra orbs. So the Shadow is going to drop like a ton of orbs because they're just one of the biggest drop enemies in the game. Nice. Pretty cooperative Shadow. They're very RNG in their behavior. So it's really nice when they cooperate. You can only critically hit them when they do a certain attack. Now we just got the shotgun. We're gonna go ahead and equip that. And we're gonna backtrack just a little bit and try not to get hit by this one. Luckily they have pretty good sound cues for all of their attacks. And this room, we're gonna kill these guys. There we go. Guy drifted a little far away. Get a little orb cache on top of the fountain. So we're going pretty well here. That room, on Dante Must Die and on hard difficulty, there's quite a few RNG enemy spawns that you can get, and that was the one we were wanting to get. We would have re-rolled the room a couple times until we got that pattern. So the other enemies that spawn there are way longer to kill, and they're a lot more likely to hit you. We're also trying to do this mission damageless, so it's just nice to get the scythes there. Okay, that went pretty smooth. Those guys are also very RNG. There's a lot of RNG in the early game of this run. Later on, once we get our tools, we'll be able to mitigate a lot of that. But for now, it's just a lot of RNG. Which is fine, honestly, like, don't take it the wrong way. We're gonna buy our first skills here, and we can actually afford air hike as well, because we're on the gravy train right now. Special bonus 1 and 2. It is quite rare to special bonus 1. It's very nice when it happens. And we have now bought Stinger. This is our fastest form of movement outside of double trigger. So we're going to be doing this whenever we can. Get used to the sound effects. And it's actually even faster than most of our forms of movement, even in double trigger, so. Come in here, and we're gonna have the skull fight. We're gonna get some nice double kills with the shotgun. Very satisfying. No, didn't get it. And we're gonna go have our first boss fight now. This fight is fairly RNG. On hard and Dante Must Die, he has about 4 openings. One of them is kind of just more of an extension of one of the other 3 openings, but shit, I missed. Okay, this isn't a good fight. Oh well. As long as you don't get damaged, it's fine. Ideally, he should die in 4 hits. I missed the first critical hit. But it's fine. We didn't get hit. That's like 98% of what matters. Jump too soon. And that fight can go very weird if you don't get the good RNG opening, but as long as you are used to it, you should be able to adapt whatever he does. Now we've backtracked here, you might have noticed. This is our first secret mission. Pretty much every secret mission we do involves some kind of backtracking. I'm going to activate double trigger here to stop myself from taking damage while underwater. gonna try to parry this guy's scissors. He's not giving a good opening. And that's 2 RNG quick recoveries. And I didn't get the crit. Okay. I do believe I will miss the special bonus on this. I took too much damage from the damage over time. Oh well, we got the first 2 missions special bonused, so it's fine. We're still sitting pretty. We have so many backups in mid-game. Yeah. Oh well. We're gonna go out over here and buy a purple orb. Mission 4, we are immediately gonna turn around and do another secret mission. Secret mission 2. On normal, it's nice. We gotta just drop a holy water. On this and Dante Must Die, we actually have to do the secret mission. We're just gonna kill 100 little baby spiders. They spawn in about 4 clusters throughout the room, and then they start spreading around. And it's pretty easy. Every now and then, Dante will start targeting ones that are inside the pillars, waste a bunch of time. But in the end, it's no big deal. Say hello to Phantom. He's back. We just go through a door, and now he's gone. Now on normal, this is a shadow again. But on hard, we get to fight a Death Scythe, one of the worst enemies in the game. He's gonna do this corkscrew attack. He's completely invincible during it. He does 3 passes, and then he just stops. And he is the Royal Guard champion when he wants to be. We only got 1 block there. It is, as far as I can tell, complete RNG. If he blocks you or not, you can actually just lose a minute sometimes to them. It's rarely that bad, but it does happen. Come back over here, and we're gonna do Secret Mission 3. We're killing another 100 spiders. The catch is we can't use weapons for this one, so we're just gonna run on them. Go, nice and easy. We're gonna taunt to get our double trigger back. That's a mechanic in this game. I don't know why they got rid of it for 2. Then again, double trigger is a lot more OP in 2, so. Now we're gonna go into the hardest secret mission in the game. And I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a little bit of a letdown, but if I were to fail this secret mission in a run, like in a marathon run, I would probably not redo it because you can only do this secret mission. You get 1 attempt at it per playthrough. And if you die, you can't redo it. You have to restart the whole mission, which is like 2 minutes of time loss. And because of that, I think it would honestly just be better for the marathon if I took the L. But on hard, it's not that hard. On Dante Must Die, it's a lot more brutal. On hard, I don't foresee myself actually dying. Maybe I should just let him kill me. Or let him grab me, not kill. Otherwise, he can do this for a long time. We're gonna get the blue orb from the last one. And we're gonna go up. Now we get to actually continue the mission now. This is a pretty loaded mission. Has 3 secret missions in it. There's 12 total in the game. We've already done 4. Dodge the shadow. Do a nice little skip on the staircase here. Launch an enemy up and then jump off the enemy. Shout outs to Fiery for his jump strats. And we're gonna go fight a boss. Second boss, this is Nello Angelo, aka Virgil. He's very weak. Unfortunately, unlike normal, we can't just... Sorry. Unlike normal, we can't just drop a holy water and skip the second 2 phases. We have to actually fight him and watch him warp around the arena. It's very slow, it's very aggravating, but that's one of the downsides. I got hit. I got comboed. He is very weak to a technique we do called slash canceling, though. I'm gonna drop a save here. Just for like ultra safety, I'm gonna do a little exploit here. Oh, not safe. I'm gonna back out to the menu. We're gonna go ahead and buy these. Can I afford? I can't afford that just yet. I'll get into this, what I just did later. And we're gonna fight 2 shadows. We're gonna try to make one of them despawn. Did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah, he died. So that one always has a scripted attack at the start of this. We're trying to get a skewer from this one. There it goes. But because he always does a scripted attack where he launches himself at you, if you get him to just angle himself just right, you can get him to just completely fly off the map and instantly die. Which is very cool. It makes this fight so much easier because fighting multiple shadows is not easy. Come over here, we're getting another blue orb. But, so in the end, the little trick I did, the little save quit didn't matter because I didn't take damage. But, basically it was a little rank exploit. It would have ensured that I get this special bonus even if I took damage. Just a little safety strat. Now we're going to go ahead and buy Vortex level 2. Vortex is our fastest movement option. We don't get to use it as much as I would like, because in this difficulty we actually need our double trigger for most of the fights. Unlike in normal, where we just pepper everything with holy water and use double trigger for movement. Ah, I didn't hear it. Is it still alive? It is. Bruh. Thank you. He took his sweet time dying. So one of the unique things about hard difficulty in this game is it is built around your form known as double trigger. That's the thing we do where we power ourselves up. Double trigger in general gives you a lot more damage, a big damage boost. It gives you mild hyper armor. And depending on the difficulty, it can give you regeneration. Hard has, I think, half as much healing as normal has, and Dante Must Die has no healing at all. But in hard, in particular, double trigger is very important because bosses take way less damage than they do on normal, as you would expect, except when you're in double trigger. When you're in double trigger, bosses take the same amount of damage as they do on normal. So it is very important to just always be in double trigger when you fight them. There's another death scissor, by the way. That's the last one we had to fight, thankfully. And again, I think we had one block from that one. We are actually going to fight this little hallway phantom. We could have run away again. I didn't mean to grab that. But we wanted the orbs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do a nice, rather precise combo on that guy. Because these guys, when they get low on health, they can heal themselves. And we like to do a really precise combo on that first one, because they can just loop the healing. Luckily that guy didn't loop it, but they can just infinitely loop the healing, and it becomes very obnoxious. So if we can just bypass that phase on the first one. Get a little taunt in here. We are losing health constantly on this mission. That's just part of the key item we're holding. It does not generally matter. So it looks a little scary, but it's also a very short mission. And we're done. And we're actually green on the splits right now. That I don't believe you can see on my OBS currently. That was an awkward jump. We are backtracking once again. This is Secret Mission 5, one of the most RNG secret missions in the game. We have to have these spiders kill each other, and we cannot damage them in the slightest. And the only attack they have that actually will damage one another is this rock spit attack that they do. And this mission can be 30 seconds long, or it can be 3 minutes long. Oh, also sometimes when they jump on each other, they will clip one another out of bounds. And then that's just a soft lock on the mission, and you have to restart. Most people would say that this is the worst secret mission. It's definitely not a good one for the speedrun. Casually, I think it's fun. It's definitely, I wish you could at least damage them and only have them do the killing stroke, but oh well, it's about 20 years too late to give critique on how the game should have been made. It's like a vague manipulation you can do. It kind of feels like they're more likely to do the rock spit attack when you stand like a medium distance to their side. But also, sometimes they just cancel it regardless. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do a little save warp. So whenever you save mid-mission and reload, you come back to the start of the mission. So we did that backtrack at the end of the mission. Now we just gotta warp right back. I see your Kappa in chat, Devil. I'm telling you, Secret Mission 7 is worse than Secret Mission 5. Secret Mission 5 is not the worst mission. I don't care what everyone else says. This is our final confrontation with Phantom. So again, redeem myself with crits. Oh, I missed one. Oh, my double trigger wore off. Okay, I think I took a hit there. That's actually a bit of a shame if I did. And here we get our grenade gun. Just a full-on grenade gun. It's one of the strongest weapons in the Devil May Cry series. Now we are on a little time trial here to get downstairs before this gate drops. Get the feeling we're gonna make it in time, although I forgot I have to get this table's orbs for the special bonus. Although I might have taken damage during the fight, I might not be able to special bonus anyway. Hey, we didn't take damage. Okay. Shows what I know. Alright, we are now about a third of the way done with the game. I like to think of this as Act 2. We've left the castle, we've killed Phantom. We're gonna have our next recurring boss make his appearance. Pretty soon. Not just yet. Let's come up here, get this last blue orb. I don't know why it's under a tombstone. And then we just get to ignore the blades. New enemy type drops. Does not matter. Gonna come up here and we're going to do a little platform puzzle. Psych. We're gonna do a platform puzzle skip. We now have a Freet. This is our second main weapon. And it's gonna get some love later. Not just yet. We're just gonna open that door with it, go right back to Alistair. We do give it a bit more love in this than we do in normal, though. Here we're just gonna do a little quick forest fight. Puppets are gonna spawn. They're fairly random. I didn't go into it before because, frankly, I've gone into it like a couple hundred times. But puppets in this game have random health. Based on the color of the puppet, there's a random range of health that the puppet can spawn with. Luckily, the grenade gun almost guarantees one-shotting them. I believe purples can, at max health, still live through a non-double triggered grenade shot. I'm gonna come up here, grab a double star. And then reds vary a little bit too. Anyway. So we're gonna be picking up a lot of double stars in this run. We do that because they cost about 5 times what they do on normal, meaning it's not very feasible to be buying them. Items in general, it's very inconsistent. Some are about like 5, some are about, I think, 8 times the cost for a holy water. So I don't really know what their logic was on the pricing, but it is... One sec. It's definitely way harder to buy all your items on hard. This secret mission, we have this little light that likes to go into enemies. We just simply kill the enemies and let it go down a path, and then we follow it. You don't actually have to let the light go all the way through the archway. As long as the light is heading towards a path, that's fine. gonna try to bait this guy. Ah, he's not cooperating. We were trying to bait him to the ledge so that the light wouldn't go into this next enemy. And this guy's not aggroing either. Okay. And why is the light going over there? Ah, boy. We were so close to the other portal, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna go to this one. Mission 10. Good old Mission 10. Oh well. They did cooperate fairly well, at least. They gave me good skewers, good crits. No way I special bonus Mission 10. That's wild. Alright, now we're gonna buy Inferno, and we're gonna buy Rolling Blaze. We are not going to forget to buy Rolling Blaze. I would never forget to buy Rolling Blaze. Here we have the quickest secret mission in the game. Just double jump and it's done. It goes so fast. I feel like I don't really have time to talk about many of the details. It is actually a really fast speed game, so come up here, get quite a big orb cache. And when you land down here, it's actually our first holy water of the run. It's just a really easy, consistent way to kill all these guys. Also, I'm going to go ahead and equip the grenade gun before I forget. And we're going to wait for these guys to get their orbs. Get it? There we go. So when you kill all of them, it spawns a blue orb. A nice little hidden treat for the completionist out there. Here, and there's another little blue orb tucked away over here. Now we're gonna go fight Nello Angelo. This one's gonna be a little different. So we're going to use Efreet, and we're gonna pop an Untouchable right at the start. Untouchables are nice because they give us unlimited Devil Trigger. Okay. We kind of dropped it there. There's a little loop you can do. It's very quick, but just kind of dropped an input there. We still killed them before the Untouchable wore off, so it's fine. Untouchables are very handy. They make you untouchable. They make you invincible. Still an S rank. That's pretty sick. Can I afford... Okay, I'm gonna go for the strat. So there's a very quick kill you can get on this next boss fight. It's very difficult though. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't actually pulled it off yet, but I'm gonna try it in this run. Probably not the best place to try it. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna do it my normal way. Maybe by the time this gets run out of the events, I'll be more comfortable with it. So that was a Death Scythe. Luckily, the Holy Water is very peculiar. We can get a double hit on that on that Death Scythe. Now this is Griffin 2. We're gonna do a little AI manipulation to get him to land on the deck. We can just loop having him on the deck. kill that on its 5th pass. Now Griffin should land. Ah, we fell off his back. Stop vortexing, please. So that's still a pretty quick way. There is another strat. It's much harder, much riskier. And we could have gone for it there, but I gotta be real, I'm not too comfortable with it. And that's still pretty quick. That's maybe like 20 seconds we're talking about. So world record would probably want to go for it for sure. For a marathon, we're fine. Mission 13 now. This is the underwater mission. Everyone loves underwater, Devil May Cry. Just be thankful this is not the PlayStation 2 version. There's a lot of visual effects missing from the PlayStation 2 version. This is the one area where I prefer it this way. It's a bit much. If you are prone to motion sickness, it can actually like really mess you up. So yeah, no complaints. All the other effects, I wish those were in this version. We're gonna kill one more blade just for fun, just so we can meet the orb threshold special bonus. Although we've gotten so many special bonuses already, we really don't need it. And at this point, we are beyond safe on the orb route. And we're gonna backtrack one more time. Now we're going into what is called Secret Mission 7. This one is my personal least favorite in the whole game. Everyone else says I'm coping. I'm not. I'm just the only one that's right. We're gonna kill these 8 little blades in this underwater prison area. This does give people the heebie-jeebies quite a bit. Kinda gives off Subnautica vibes. Personally, I love Subnautica. But I don't know. Something about this mission. I think I'm just always frustrated about how slow it feels. No matter how good it is, I just golded it by like 5 seconds and I'm still frustrated because I felt like it should have been faster. We're gonna do another save warp back to the start of the mission. This is actually a bit of a peculiar spot. We're not in a mission right now, we're between missions. We are before mission 14 and after 13. So as far as the game's in-game timer goes, it's actually not clicking, and it wasn't clicking throughout that entire last secret mission we did. Come on, give me double trigger. Thank you. Let's see, I think I actually have all of my skills. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that just so I don't forget later. This is why we did our timings based off of RTA eventually. So there's just too many weird inconsistencies with the in-game timer. And now we have an LRT, which works pretty well. Do our little vortex back. I can't believe that was a booby trap. I can't believe it. Get wrecked, scissors. Go up here, get a hidden blue orb on the ledge. And then we're gonna get a hidden holy water in the waterfall. big plans for that holy water. About 2 missions from now. Get a nice little stinger jump, skip the combat. Also, we're gonna pop a double star. Just for funsies. Just a little quirk with the save quit mechanics of this game. Because we're going to backtrack after this mission and save quit again whenever you save quit. We will, like when we resume the mission, we'll have back all the health and double trigger that we have right now at the start. Meaning that if I want to have double trigger at the start of the mission after the save quit, I need to finish that bit right there with some double trigger built up. I don't think I explained that well at all. Now we're just gonna backtrack once more. If you remember Secret Mission 4, where we fought 3 shadows in a basement, this time we're gonna fight 3 shadows. And I'm getting texted from work. Sec. Oh, cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna have a fun day tomorrow. Don't worry, I promise. If I get it into the event, I won't have my phone with me then. I promise. Anyway, we're gonna fight 3 shadows, but we're gonna cheese them. Now we have holy waters. The almighty holy waters. There's this one shadow here. The other 2 are in the little spike area. We're gonna deliberately keep this one aggroed so that it lives a little longer, because we want the blue orb to spawn from it. The blue orb spawns from whichever one dies last. And we don't want to have to waste time running out. Alright. Now we're in mission 15 proper. We're going to just do a little vortex over the door. Very straight vortex there. Grab the holy flashlights. Ah, we aggroed him. That's unfortunate. Okay. It's not too bad to aggro it, it just messes with Dante's targeting. Come on. There we go. It can make getting those orbs and that holy water a little awkward. Normally we try to slash that door open without aggroing the enemies. We're just gonna farm some double trigger. The grenade gun is amazing for double trigger farming. Like I said, this whole game really is based around double trigger, so once you master building it back up, you're gonna not quite master the game just off of that, but you'll find the game a lot easier. As opposed to like Kingdom Hearts 2, where it takes a long time to build up your drive gauge. You just get your double trigger like right back. Try to get the spikes. Right, build the double trigger. That guy's not aggroing. There he goes. Top it off. Now we're gonna go into our final confrontation with Griffin. It's very cinematic. There's a whole arena just for it. before we fight him, we're gonna get a blue orb on top of the arena. Cleverly hidden. If you don't get this before the fight, you are basically just soft locked out of it. Oh, that didn't send him to the next phase. So our main tool against Griffin is this attack, Meteor. So on Dante Must Die, we get to use the grenade gun a lot. But on hard difficulty, even when you are double triggered, your guns do, I think it's like a third, 30% as much damage. So really the grenade gun compared to Meteor in terms of DPS is just laughably bad. But also on the other hand, openings to actually hit him with a Meteor are just basically RNG. So you kind of just take what you get during that fight. It is very satisfying because you can get these huge damaged double hits. And it's very satisfying. You just get this little crunchy sound, half his health disappears. Now we're in Secret Mission 9. We're gonna enemy step. We're gonna try to enemy step off of these skulls. I'm really bad at it. Oh god, I'm choking. If you mess it up, the camera just kind of goes sideways on you. Oh, okay, this is a disaster, actually. And we spin the camera back around. Okay, we got the camera leveled out. I'm gonna die to this. I'm already dying on the inside. Wow. That was sick. That was the best you've ever seen. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Alright, so now we're returning to the castle. We haven't really talked about what's happening in the game. It's because there's not a whole lot of story to it, and we're going to be completely honest. You're Dante, you're on an island, you're slaying demons. But now, so now we return to the castle. Everything is now dark and spooky. Very spooky. Just even notice the doorway there is missing, like, ooh. Gonna see what kind of RNG we get from the plasma. If it's gonna dodge roll us all day long. Nope. Alright, that was pretty good then. This might be the longest mission in the game, actually, when you account for there's no menu there. When you account for secret missions. Okay, there's a shadow here. We're just gonna run past it. We don't need to fight it. I'm gonna use the last little bit of my double trigger to come up here. So in this next boss fight, I do want to have a little bit of double trigger built up at the start of it. Dante, what is that? Stinger. Because we're going to try to do a one cycle. Which is a bit of a new tech for us. I think I undercharged that. Hey, we got it. Okay. So what was so special about that is Ifrit are little fiery gauntlets. They don't actually have combos. Instead, their gimmick is that you can charge them up. And they actually do more damage if you manually release them without letting them fully charge. There's like a very specific window of frames, and you need to get quite a few of those within that window to one-shot the boss, to one-cycle the boss. I don't know why I am switching weapons. Just waiting for him. Okay, they're dead. This is a long secret mission. It's the only one in the game that spans multiple rooms. We're just playing hide and seek. We're fighting multiple shadows. If you remember way back to mission 1, actually just follow me. If you remember way back to mission 1, these are all the locations where we found blue orbs earlier. So it's just a bit of a throwback to that. Come on, give me a skewer. It's a little close there. I am not having good luck with this last cat ever anymore. Give me a skewer, there he goes. And now we just wait for him to die. Just can take a little bit sometimes, it's a little bit random. Technically, there's this whole mechanic of like his eyesight, and he'll die faster if he can't see you, but that's really hard to control, so. Anyway, on we go. Get some double triggers so we can vortex this hallway. Once more, we're gonna cross the broken bridge. We're gonna stinger jump. We are not gonna fall. Falling is for losers. Alright, nice. Oh. Don't want to forget Secret Mission 11. This one is a little weird. I'm going to have to build a double trigger off of this guy, which can be hard because he zooms around. I'm gonna take a little more. Taunting gives you double trigger based on how close you are to the enemy, generally. Okay. Gonna save and reset. It's 2 whole seconds faster that way. I'm gonna buy a purple orb. Let's see, just double check. Got everything I need. We're going to wait to double trigger a little bit, because I still want most of my double trigger for the upcoming fight. But we can use a little bit of it there for movement. Now this is where we're going to canonically fight Frost for the first time, according to normal mode. We've fought several already. Okay, I dropped the ball here, that's on me. Can you please target the one that's... Okay, that was on me. I misinputted. Really messed up. Well, it's fine. As long as you don't die, and even if you do die, I mean, obviously you don't want to die, but save that for Dante Must Die. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Come up here, try to get this blue orb in between the cycles, just to save ourselves 3 seconds. Since that dragon does shoot his fireball on a fixed timer. Not quite fixed, but like, you have to wait regardless, so you might as well do something productive in the meantime. Now we're gonna spin a stick for 20 seconds, slowly move a mirror. This is what a lot of people call the Mario Party section. Nice, stinger jump. Not gonna bonk the jump. This is really, I'd say, where the game winds down a bit. Oh, that didn't give me... Okay, yeah, I can double trigger. So we're down to 1 secret mission left, so this is basically any percent. Although that's also a bit of a weird thing to say, because hard any percent doesn't really exist either. Okay, that went better. So the strat there is, we have a skill called Rolling Blaze that just turns our jump, our regular jump, into an active hitbox. So we're using that to try to deflect his sword and open him up for an attack, which we then immediately follow up with an attack called Inferno, which is an incredibly devastating attack, but it also drains our DT like no other. But that's why the Untouchable is so good, because it gives us infinite double trigger for 30 seconds, however long it lasts. Snipe a blue orb out of the barrel. Little last bit of underwater combat that no one asked for. It's very quick though. Just when you thought there was no more underwater, this is the last time, I promise. Blue orb to spawn. We're almost done with our blue orbs. We only have 1 more full blue orb to collect, 4 more fragments. Technically, we collect another full one, but that's later. Now we're gonna go into Nightmare 2 here. We'll see if I can get the 1 cycle again. It can be really easy to miss it, so I'm glad I got it earlier. Now, a lot of new players think Nightmare is really hard. It's one of those bosses you need to just know what you're doing. Because he is 100% consistent, really. Yeah. I thought I was a little too late on that. There's pretty much nothing random about him. He always follows an exact attack pattern based on your location. So once you know what you're doing, he's really easy to deal with. Also, I guess I'll talk about, there is another version of the one cycle, but you can't do it on hard because it involves the grenade gun, which deals, like we said earlier, it deals about 30% as much damage on hard, which just makes it a bit too under-damaged to get the one cycle. Which is unfortunate, because without that on normal, it's probably the easier way to one cycle him. You don't have to frame count punches. And these are our last two blue orb fragments. I didn't get the grab. It's fine. I didn't get the jump. And down we go. So that one on the little tower, it spawns when you drop down. So you have to drop down first and then try to hop back up. It's a little awkward. Okay. A little awkward there. The one nobody, he dodged our Inferno. Managed to live. Can't allow that. We're a Demon Slayer after all. So a nice short mission, and I think I actually wrapped that up with Devil Trigger. I did. Nice. I normally don't. Normally I have to stinger jump across the bridge. It's nice to be able to vortex it for a change. Just a little helm break, stinger, and now we're going to unlock the gate to hell and jump through it. End of a mission. Now we're going to buy another purple orb. If you haven't realized, we route out most of our purple orb purchases intentionally because they give us a free refill of our Devil Trigger. Which is just very nice to have. I almost missed that one cycle. Oh, I let my normal any percent ring take over. Okay. We normally don't swap back to a Freet there. In normal 80% we do, but not in this one. Alright, now we're gonna go talk to this wall. You might have mentioned the secret missions are just a little random in their location sometimes. They really wanted you to buy the strategy guides back then. Which makes me wonder, do they even make strategy guides anymore? I feel like a novelty. We're just going through this quote-unquote maze, meaning we just always take the right path at every fork. Got the middle path, we have the right path, always take the right one. And then If anyone is wondering, when you vortex, the way that you disable target lock on is to hold R2. I've seen a lot of new runners struggle with that and not realize how they're supposed to do that. It only works with Vortex and the Efreet dive kick. I don't know why. Very specifically those two things. They put in an ability to disable lock on. It is random. Here we're gonna snipe a lock, hit it 3 times from across the room. That opens the door in the previous room. And we're just gonna vortex again. Vortexing here is nice because those little wormy tentacle things, they just grab you and stun lock you basically. Okay, I'm not getting his orbs, he died way too far away. So it's nice to just be able to iframe through it. Vortex has iframes. Don't believe we've mentioned that yet either. Which is why, if you're using Super Dante, it becomes quite a cheesy move. I think in my first Super Dante speed runs on Dante Must Die, I would just vortex all day. It's like, oh, I don't know how to fight this boss on Dante Must Die, I'll just vortex forever. Here, we're gonna also, again, use Vortex for a little platform skip. I didn't talk about it earlier, but you can use Vortex for that. With Vortex 2, you can just go on a straight line for as long as you hold the button. So if you position yourself under an enemy and just let yourself launch upward and just keep holding the button, you'll just keep going and going. Let's see, buy a purple, I need a double, it doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna buy a bunch of blue orbs just because we have leftover orbs. This is Mundus. This is what it's all been leading up to. The final confrontation. The plot so far is just our father defeated this guy and sealed him away 2,000 years ago. Now he's waking up from his nap. And he brought us here, I think, so that we could open the gate for him or something and trying to get to him. I don't know. Is this world record? Yeah, actually. Here, I'm just using this. Oh, he gave me the good RNG anyway. Oh, I would have needed to use it here, most likely. This has been a sick run, Bass. Well, sort of sick. Like, of course it could have been a lot better in several areas. But I actually SB'd 1 for once. But then I didn't SB 3. Dante. Bruh. Bruh. Bro, I'm so off on that menu. Surely that's faster than awkwardly building it on the frost. Alright, now we're just escaping the island before it blows up. Got greedy. Face one more shadow. Ah, jumped half a second too late. Come on. Just skewer. Thank you. And once they turn red, they're already dead. They're just on a timer before they blow up. But I'm gonna let them grab me anyway, because it's a little bit faster. Then they just blow up automatically. More of a fanfare than an actual boss. This last Mundus 3, he just goes away really quick. Only on Dante Must Die does he like actually have any sort of significant health. And now we just get to escape on our jet ski. Oh, that's the run. Time comes up after the next cutscene. Skip. And that's time. That was 1:11:57. RTA, at least. And let's see. I think this was